Hello, everybody. My name is Roberta Robbins, and welcome to my YouTube channel. We are here at a fresh new month, and it is June 2022. And every month I do a forecast to dive into the energies for each month using astrology, numerology, divine messages from source, along with sacred wheel of the year energetics, moon wisdom, and a few this and that. It helps us kind of feel what the energetics will be and how it can support us through the month ahead. So as I was sitting, I'm just kind of preparing before I start recording this video for you, I was just opened up and connected in a little bit more. I tuned in a little bit more than I normally when I go to hop on these calls for you, these videos. And I was asking, what is it that is supportive? What's coming in for this month? And a very clear message I was hearing is about having more time to sink in to what has already happened in the first 5 months already of this year, to almost quiet our inner world, our mind, our hearts, ground in. And I do know that this month, when I was going through the medicine, the wisdom that's coming in, there is a bit of a gentle, more quieter feel. And I could hear the message about widening our lens. And it was funny because I just did a video for my astrology group that I have my students about widening their lens, their perspective on things, because we have a tendency to go narrow into too many things. And what I could feel and hear was like June is about soothing, resting, finding a new peace and harmony, a stillness within ourselves. And I'm like, now, we're having this beautiful turn of the wheel again. The sacred wheel turns for summer solstice in Northern Hemisphere, winter solstice for Southern Hemisphere. But me being here in Northern, knowing that summer is officially rising and arriving this month, there's always that higher energy and beauty and blessings and energy that wants us to get us out into nature and to be with nature more. And especially here in my area, like we want to get out, we want to get in the water, we want to be out hiking, biking, all those things, camping, all those things, right? And there's this feel of like, yes, go do that. And really a strong message of it's important that we really take the month of June to allow ourselves to settle and soothe into a more peaceful, heart-centered quietness, softness, gentleness for ourselves, and to widen the lens. And I think the reason for this, not only because this part of energetics of this month from astrology, numerology, and the changing of the seasons and that, and the turning of the wheel, I can hear that, we have been bombarded with so many things. And we can say so many things in 2 years, but a lot in these last few months. And of course, when it's not going to stop, there's a changing. It's almost like this is a bit of I'm hearing like a changing this month. There's a shift, a turning, but we need to take this moment of June, allow ourselves shift, our energetic and our systems, and to come back into our heart space, come back in a very gentle, loving way into our soul light, our higher self, our soul self, to realign in a lot of self-care, nurturing, I'm hearing and feeling as I'm tuning in. So definitely moving into that for us, this gift. It feels like June is a beautiful gift for us. So what else does June have in store for us? So looking at the month itself, when we look at numerology, we are in a year of 2022, the 6th energy year. If you follow me on my other monthly readings, you hear me repeat this quite often, just reminding you where we are in the year. We are all in a 6th energy year. I know myself, I'm personally also in a 6 energy year, and we all have individual personal years too that are working with the collective year. And we are working a lot about relationships and love and harmony, and also with karma that's coming in and going, trying to be released and shifted over in a different way, clean and cleared up, and to be done. Like there's something coming through to the forefront for us this year, but also this opportunity to end certain cycles that no longer service. So there's that whole theme throughout the entire year. And then this month of June, we go into 3 energy, and 3 is, I always think, the medicine of Jupiter. It's abundance, it's blessings, it's expansion. And so there's that beauty of all these blessings. So there's that in June itself, just kind of nurturing it. And it's almost like the gift to us for this month. So I'm going to go through, and I'm going to do some highlighted, energetic dates and key things. And some of you that like to mark down these things, say pen and paper is always great. So 6 energy year, 3 energy month. We have a turning of the wheel, meaning the sacred wheel, the wheel of the year. We will be moving into summer solstice on the 21st. So that means the sun will enter into Cancer, the zodiac sign of Cancer. We are still in Mercury retrograde, which I'm noticing as I'm doing this video. Man, I'm really stumbling over my words more than I typically do when I do a video for you. But it's that Mercury is only in retrograde for a few more days from the start of this. On the 3rd, Mercury will start to move direct again. There's always a couple weeks shadow period, but our Mercury brings us that. It's all about our communication, how we are speaking, communicating, how we're receiving, and how are we having that dialogue within ourselves. And when it's in retrograde, right, the retrogrades for any of the planets is asking us to review, to reflect, to go within and slow down a bit, right? And to look a little deeper before we take an action. We do find, obviously, with Mercury, our communication styles in various ways get a little more bumpy. So we have Mercury at the start of the month, still retrograde, only to the 3rd. The very next day, we have Saturn. It's going to start to move retrograde. We still have Pluto that's been in retrograde since the end of April and will be till October. And then we have Neptune going retrograde at the end of this month. So we have a few planets shifting gears a bit there for us. What else do we have? So we start the month in Gemini season, which Mercury rules Gemini season. Mercury at this time is in Taurus, and it will shift into its own home place of Gemini. But we're in Gemini as we start until we get to Cancer season. So we're moving on that air season of Gemini with communication, logic of how we look at things, how we feel and interpret things within us, and then how it filters back out. And that's not only within ourselves, but how we're receiving higher guidance and messages, and how it's filtering through us, and how we decide what we do, the action moving through that. When we move into Cancer season on the 21st with summer solstice, and the sun enters Cancer, we move into a watery, intuitive, nurturing sign as we finish off this month. I would say Cancer is like that, the nurturing mother sign. It's ruled by the moon and all the wisdom and intuition that's there. So we do have that shifting of the season of the zodiac and the season itself. What else do we have? So our full moons and new moons. So when we started into this month, we had just finished the end of May with a new moon. So we're feeling a little bit of those energetics. We have our full moon, and I'm looking over at my calendar here. We have our full moon on the 14th, and that full moon is going to be in Sagittarius, so fiery Sagittarius, who is the archer, right? Who wants to be setting out on a new journey, their own way to explore. And so you may get that, have that feeling, that illumination of wanting something new. Where is it that you want to put your time and energy and focus? What adventures, what's important? So right around that full moon on the 14th, there'll be those kind of energetics. They'll be playing with us and through us. And it'll still be a lot in the mind because we're still in Gemini season. Mercury will be coming at that shadow point at that time too. So things will get more clean and clear to help support us about where are we going, what's next, what do we truly want. And what's great about, that new moon that we had at the end of May on the 30th, it was closing out the eclipse portal. And it was bringing in this aha, like almost the clarity was starting to come in to understand this eclipse season we just went through. So this fiery Sagittarius is going to bring a lot of illumination to various things, especially that is passionate and focused for us and our drive and where we want to be going in our lives. Our new moon for this month in Cancer is on the 28th towards the end. And so we have it in its own home sign of the Cancer rate. Always new moons are in whatever zodiac sign we're in. And so that nurturing, mothering kind of feeling. So we still have this energy, right? All through June that's saying gentleness, nurturing, love, come back to home base, come back to your heart, come back to your higher soul self, right? Realign within that bridge. Some of the classes and things I teach with my students is we talk about how we feel that separation, like higher self, soul light, like it's not us. It's something we have to go work so hard just to go get info from our higher selves, our soul light, our soul selves. But we are that. We are our soul self. We are our light. We are that aspect. So it's almost like this feeling of take some more conscious awareness, be more consciously aware of that feeling, that integration, that coming home. And that Cancer season is going to help you when we shift into summer solstice into Cancer. It's going to help you feel that connection. So I would say definitely as you're self-caring, self-nurturing, having a little bit of almost a break, a gentle break. And I really hear the coming home to self and taking this opportunity. Allow yourself to have some time to integrate and to know that you're not separated from different parts of yourself. What else did I write here? I was doing a couple little notes. Number-wise, for other highlighted numbers that I'm seeing this month is 4. I'm seeing the 6. This is just replaying with the 6 and the harmony and relationships. Those are still going to be themes and very important. I think I've been seeing that, noticing that as that 6 being really important through all of the months, including the whole collective year. The 4, I'm seeing the 4 in the sun, seeing the 4 brings like in new foundations, new routines. What is it that you want to establish? It's also just getting out and grounding your routine and the calmness. So I see that heightened 4 that's going throughout the month. The 3, it's like I said, it's a 3 energy month. I don't see it as a top note jumping out a lot, other than an overall a theme for the entire month with the blessings and the abundance of self-nurturing and what the month is going to gift us all. But I do see the 8 asking for that inner mastery within all aspects of ourselves. And I also, 8s also give me, when I think of tarot and certain things, like an energy that's moving to. And the energy, of course, has been shifting. Time has been shifting. We're moving much more faster and things are coming in quickly and we can't remember what we did the day before. And we have to kind of let go of some of those things. And so the 8's also saying mastery, inner wisdom, what have you learned and things like that. But then there's also movement. There's that energy that's carrying us through. But it feels like this nurturing. Also, as I say that, I see like just this nurturing current and wave of water moving us along, like we're on this beautiful stream, this river this month. So if you can imagine being in one of those beautiful tubes going down or a raft going down a beautiful scenic river, that's the imagery that I'm getting for this month. Enjoy that there's a current that's pulling you through. You don't have to overwork for anything. Widen your lens, especially when you find yourself going in with certain things, especially collectively and all the things that are going on in the world. Take a breather. Breathe. Drop out of that. Widen your perspective outwards. And also have that connection, that feeling within yourself for that inner peace. Because, we keep on moving along this year and we're going to have all these different other energies that are coming in. Yeah. So I would say for those of you that follow your birth chart, and so especially my students, for you guys are learning how to navigate your own birth chart right now, and you're navigating all the zodiac signs, the planets and the houses and the moon cycles, everything else, you want to be looking at where the sun is in Gemini and in Cancer. What houses are they in your natal chart? What's themes are going to be highlighted, illuminated for you this month. So some way that you can go into that, look at where with the full moon and the new moon and that where that's all going to be for yourself too, what's being highlighted at those points. And yeah, I think that's the main thing. There's going to be we're going to learn through, if we can let ourselves just kind of enjoy the blessings and the nurturing and a little bit more of the softness of this month, there will be a lot of growth and expansion in that. Because sometimes we think if we're just self-caring and being a little more gentle, that we're not growing. There isn't that expansion, but there is that expansion because we got that 3. There is that growth, that soul growth in its head. It's coming in a way that we don't have to fight for it or fight for our survival of something this month. So it's a beautiful, energetic month. I hope that you find that helpful, and I always love to hear how you guys are navigating things throughout your month. I will be doing an intuitive card reading that I do every month too for the forecast. And if you haven't checked out, I also did a Gemini season reading that I posted on my YouTube channel that you might find helpful to get navigate. See, communication and talking today. To navigate the 4 weeks of Gemini season. So you can go check that out. And please, if this is informative and you're finding it helpful, make sure that you do a like, that you share, and also just send me a comment. I really do love when you guys say hi and let me know how everything is going for you. Until next time.